In previous video, we created first part of our layers lakehouse architecture. First, we have created a pipeline for our master customer table. Now I'm going to create rest of the part in the same code. I'm going to add few more codes for our another support data. So what's the role of this data set? I'm going to use DLT @DLT dot table and then just hit enter, and this would be a comment. I'm going to include some comment here, and this would be a bronze layer for support customer data, and this is going to pass my Python file function. So I'm going to use support underscore customer. Within this function, I'm going to pass some return file. So I'm going to return spark.read.table, and this would be my first table. So this is the table, and I'm going to use my first support underscore table underscore dev 2025. So go back here. Here you can see support underscore table is going to ingest in the next hit. So this would be the first part. Now bronze layer is finished. Now I'm going to create my silver layer. Go to DLT dot table round parenthesis, hit enter, write comment equals to some silver layer for some support customer data, and then create Python function. So I'm going to create function with some silver support data, and with this data I'm going to read this part. So this is DLT.read because I want to read this DLT table, and this is my previous file function name. So this is going to provide the same function name. So I'm going to filter this column, and in this column I'm going to provide some CVV number is greater than or less than equals to 1500. So I want to filter out all these rows those are having values less than or equal to 1500. I do not want to move ahead with more number of columns, rows I would say. Now when we go back to our golden layer again, so I'm going to write DLT dot table. With this DLT dot table, I'm going to write round function, and then going to write some comment, and this gold layer for support customer data. Now go and hit enter, and I'm going to write some function here. This would be the gold support. I'm going to read my previous file, which is the silver support, and this is going to read that DLT tables. So I'm going to read this table, and later on I'm going to return something relevant. So this time I'm going to create a new column. This would be, for example, I'm going to use injection time when it got created, and going to use current stem, and going to use current function instead. Current underscore time stamp, this would be a parenthesis. Okay, so this is going to read my previous part, and this is going to return with column. This is the injection time, and with this injection time I'm going to provide a new column which is showing the current light tables. Okay, now go back here and let's rerun this pipeline again. As you can see, this pipeline got failed just because of this function. You can see here it's showing that current timestamp is not defined, which means I'll have to import that library first, then only I can rerun this file. So for this, I'm going to import from PySpark functions and then current timestamp. I'm not going to run from my local cluster, rather I'm going to rerun my pipeline. So let's validate, and after some seconds or few seconds, it's gonna create something or create a new DAG, direct acyclic graph. That's it. Here you can see this is showing. If you want to enlarge this one, you can go back here or you can cross it here. You can see all support, customer, silver are showing here. What's the next aim? Now we can join these two tables and you can see they are automatically creating relationship with each other. We are not assigning anything, but rather it's going to create everything here. When you go back here inside this one, if you refresh this one or restart this cluster, you will find this is going to create this support table and everything here. Okay. In next video, we will join these two tables and we will see what kind of DAG we are going to create it finally.